Hey, Skol Nation. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? Imagine this. The roar of U.S. Bank Stadium shaking the foundations as our Minnesota Vikings gear up to clash with the defending Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on our turf this Sunday. But hold on. Before we dive into that heart-pounding showdown, picture the electric tension swirling around our quarterback room. Is it time for rookie sensation J.J. McCarthy to strap it up and reclaim the throne? Or will veteran gunslinger Carson Wentz keep slinging it with that shoulder taped tighter than a goal line defense? Vikings fans, this is the news you've been screaming for from Vikings News. Straight fire updates that could flip our season on its head. Stick with me because by the end of this you'll be pounding your chest, ready to charge into battle. Who's fired up? Drop a Skol in the comments if you're all in. Our Vikings are sitting at 3-2 after that gritty international grind. And yeah, we've tasted some lumps, like those turnover nightmares against the Falcons and Steelers that had us all yelling at our screens. But let's pump the brakes on the doom and gloom. Those weren't fluke losses. The Falcons just smoked the Bills on Monday night, and Pittsburgh's cruising at 4-1. We had chances to steal those W's, but fumbles don't forgive. Heading into this Eagles tilt, win or lose, it's the ultimate gut check on where we stack up in the NFC pecking order. A victory? It doesn't crown us kings just yet. We've got miles of road ahead. A defeat? Not Armageddon. It's fuel to sharpen those claws. And fingers crossed, no major injuries derail our squad. Vikings News is buzzing with optimism, and honestly, who starts under center? It might not even be the decider if our D-line feasts like we know they can. But let's get real for a second. Fam, what do you think? If you're like me, heart racing at the thought of McCarthy's cannon arm lighting up the dome, or Wentz's battle-tested grit holding the fort, hit that comment section hard. Tell me your pick for Sunday's starter. Your takes fuel this fire, and trust me, we're building something epic here. Now, buckle up, because this Eagles preview is just the appetizer. We've got QB drama, defensive beasts rising, and a schedule that's about to test our soul. Let's break it all down, one explosive segment at a time. Skol. Fresh off the bye, our Vikings are back in the lab, and the big question echoing through Vikings News headquarters is, who's snapping that ball on Sunday? J.J. McCarthy, our 22-year-old phenom drafted 10th overall last year, has been sidelined since that brutal Week 2 high ankle sprain against Atlanta. A nasty injury that docs pegged at 2 to 6 weeks of recovery. 5 weeks in, he's dipping his toes back in practice, limited on Wednesday but hungry to roll. Ankle's getting there. Not 100%, but we're grinding every day. McCarthy spilled in his presser, that fire in his eyes you can't coach. Selfishly, he'd suit up on one leg, but Coach Kevin O'Connell's playing it smart. There's a lot that goes into this decision. With 3 practices left this week, McCarthy's getting reps to shake off the rust. Rebuild that pocket rhythm that's been his secret sauce since Michigan. Zoom in on the kid's journey. It's pure Vikings grit. McCarthy's only logged meaningful snaps in that Falcons fiasco, where he battled through the pain for an hour and change after a hospital scare the day before. O'Connell's raving about getting him back on the grass, applying those rehab tweaks to his drops and mechanics. I've had a blast coaching him, KO says, highlighting how injuries robbed JJ of reps in his first 2 seasons. Remember, this guy's got that championship pedigree, national title winner at 21. But here's the suspense. His ankle's still barking, and O'Connell's terse as ever. Things stand the same as Monday, no announcement yet. Both QBs are splitting drills. But if JJ's not crisp by Friday, that door stays cracked for the vet. Vikings faithful, doesn't this have you on the edge? McCarthy's potential is sky high, but rushing him against Philly's front 7 could be a bloodbath. Or is it the spark we need? Sound off below. What's your gut say on JJ's readiness? Your voice matters in this purple pulse check. Coming up, we flip to the other side of the huddle. Carson Wentz, the shoulder-sore warrior who's got our offense humming at 2-1. Stay locked in, this QB saga's got more twists than a Lambeau leap. Enter Carson Wentz, the 32-year-old nomad in his 10th NFL season and 6th team, who's turned our last 3 games into a 2-1 highlight reel while nursing a banged-up non-throwing shoulder. Full participant in Wednesday's session, Wentz shrugged off the ache like it's just another Tuesday. It's one of those things. You play through it. Feeling pretty good right now. That hit in London against the Browns? Brief exit, but he marched back, engineering a game-winning drive in that 21-17 thriller. Vikings news is lit with his poise, no ego, just execution. I prepare the same whether starting or backing up, he says. Routine locked in from film study to bodywork. It's the beauty of his journeyman scars. Falcons, Colts, Commanders, Rams, he's danced this limbo before. Peel back the layers, and Wentz's tape screams reliability. Over those 3 starts, he's diced up defenses with quick completions, avoiding the hero ball pitfalls that haunted his Philly prime. O'Connell's eyeing that shoulder closely. He threw normal volume Monday, no skips, but we're working through it. Non-throwing arm or not, those hits add up, especially against an Eagles rush that's top 5 in sacks. Yet Wentz, cool as the North Star. He barely blinked at facing his old stomping grounds. Those 5 Philly seasons feel like multiple lifetimes ago. Instead, he's laser-focused on cleaning up little things from recent film. Sharper reads, crisper throws. This guy's a rock, turning chaos into clockwork. All right, Skol squad, level with me. Wentz's steadiness got you sleeping easier, or are you itching for McCarthy's upside? Drop your hot take in the comments. Wentz for the win or JJ takeover? Your passion keeps this Vikings news train rolling. Hold tight, because next we're storming the defensive trenches. Brian Flores dropping bombs on Javon Hargrave's role, and how it's shaking up our front. This D is primed to devour. Let's go. Shift gears to the purple wall that's got the league sweating. Our defense, led by Brian Flores, ranks 2nd in EPA per play overall, and 1st against the dropback at a blistering -0.33. But run game's a thorn, 25th in EPA, exposed big time by Atlanta's Bijan Robinson feasting for 140 yards. Blame the Harrison Phillips trade shaking up roles, forcing gap shooter Javon Hargrave into nose tackle duties he's not built for. Flores lit up Tuesday's presser comparing Hargrave's double teams to Justin Jefferson drawing coverage. He's a good player, so he gets attention. How do we flip that? Sneak guys through, make 'em pay elsewhere. It's chess, baby, using JJ's magnet pull to free up Jonathan Allen, Danielle Hunter, or Andrew Van Ginkel for chaos. Hargrave's stat sheet tells the tale. 177 snaps, 22 at 0T/1T where he's getting bullied, earning a dismal 43.5 PFF run grade. A drop from Phillips' steady hand last year. But flip the script to pass rush and he's gold, 13 pressures, 2.0 sacks on just 95 reps. Flores' scheme thrives here, turning interior beasts into wrecking balls. No different than JJ offensively, double one, open another, he preached. We've seen it spark Jalen Redmond's career year already. Yet those early down ground pounds? They're costing us field position, turning 3-and-outs into marches. With Eagles RB Saquon Barkley lurking, Flores havoc blueprint better click, or it's back to the drawing board on D-line tweaks. Purple Pride, what's your read? Hargrave's pass rush pop worth the run D headaches, or time to reshuffle the deck? Fire away in the comments, your insights sharpen our edge. Up next, the schedule storm brewing. We've feasted on the league's softest slate so far, but now it's gauntlet time starting with these birds. Buckle up. Vikings news is about to unleash the fury. Talk about a wake-up call from Vikings news. Through 6 weeks, our schedule's been the NFL's cushiest, per sharp football analysis, with opponents' total efficiency ranking us at the top or bottom, depending on your spin. We've gone 3-2 against that weak T, snagging W's where we could but dropping turnover battles 6-1 combined to Atlanta and Pittsburgh. Teams that aren't slouches, mind you. Falcons just toppled Buffalo, Steelers at 4-1. But now, buckle in, Skol Nation. The back half's the league's toughest, kicking off Sunday with the Eagles, then Thursday night at the Chargers, Lions, Ravens, you name it, it's a bloodbath. Graphics got us dead last in remaining strength. This ain't no victory lap. Why the jitters? Surface level, 3-2 feels shaky after the easy draw, but dig deeper. Those losses were winnable with better ball security, not blowouts. Eagles roll in as champs, but their offense? Icy 30th in total yards, 25th rushing, 29th passing, scraping by on red zone magic at 87.5% TD rate, best since 2000. A.J. Brown's heating up with 4 multi-catch games since week 2. But vibes are normal, he says. Motivated? Sure, but sputtering. For us, it's the perfect storm to prove we're contenders, not pretenders. Win here, and that gauntlet looks conquerable. Stumble and questions mount. Either way, it's our defining arc. Fans, hit me. Can we navigate this nightmare stretch and snag that playoff seed? Or is it a house of cards? Spill in the comments your predictions. Keep the hype alive. Coming up, Flores' secret weapon against Jalen Hurts. Our zone coverage that's Hurts' kryptonite. This matchup's scripted for purple glory. Let's dissect it. Deep dive into the X Factor from Vikings News. Brian Flores' defensive wizardry is Jalen Hurts' worst nightmare, and Sunday's setup screams shutdown. Hurts feasts on man coverage 13th in EPA/play. Shreds blitzes with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith exploiting one-on-ones. But zone? He's 28th, fumbling reads in open space, especially under duress. Why? Philly's WRs attack bodies better than voids. Hurts vision clouds when pressured. Enter Flores Vikings. We blitz like wolves. Ranking first in EPA/dropback on zone at -0.33. 12th on man at -0.01. Zones are jam. Disguises, twists, forcing Hurts to hold that ball a beat too long for Harrison Smith or Cameron Bynum to pounce. Picture it. Flores dialing up those hybrid shells, mixing cover 3 with sneaky underneath zones, turning Philly's gadget plays into stalled drives. We've held QBs to sub-zero efficiency in dropbacks all year. Hurts' scrambler soul gets chained if we contain the edges with Jonathan Greenid and Dallas Turner. Eagles' red zone wizardry? Our secondary sticky, Byron Murphy Jr., Isaiah Rodgers locking down seams. It's not just stats. It's philosophy. Flores preaches attack the plan, flipping Hurts' strengths into stalls. If we force 3rd and longs, that pass-weak offense crumbles. This ain't luck. It's scheme supremacy. Skol brothers and sisters, you feeling the trap game vibes? Or is this our statement sackfest? Comment your bold prediction. Hurts under 200 yards? Let's manifest it. Next, the unsung hero exploding from the shadows. Isaiah Rodgers, the speed demon rewriting cornerback lore. His stories got me grinning ear to ear. Pure Vikings magic ahead. Hold on to your horns because Isaiah Rodgers is the jolt our secondary needed, and Vikings News can't get enough of this 5'10", 180-pound blur turning heads league-wide. Signed in free agency on Brian Flores' radar since UMass days, Rodgers erupted in Week 3's 48-10 Bengals demolition. First NFL player ever with a pick-6, scoop and score, and 2 forced fumbles in one game. Intercepted Joe Burrow, bolted 87 yards for 6, stripped Noah Fant, dashed 66 for another. Swatted T. Higgins' jump ball despite 6 inches of disadvantage. Played out of this world. Flores beamed. Harrison Smith joked about an asterisk for doing it in a half. Even Xavier Rhodes' wife thought he broke her hubby's record. Rodgers' path? Pure underdog fire. 6th-round Colt in 2020. Gambled his way to a 23 suspension. Then Eagles depth before Flores snagged him. No ego, just student of the game. Per Rhodes, who mentored him in Indy. 0 ego. Tell him to kick, he'll smile and do it. Rhodes laughed. College teammate Jordan Hamilton recalls a super skinny freshman dusting future second-rounder Andy Isabella in 40s. Now, 5 games in as full-time starter, PFF ranks him top 4 corners, 82.2 overall, 86.1 coverage, allowing just 11 catches on 21 targets for 96 yards, 0 TDs, 44.9 passer rating. That 99.9 perfect game? First since PFF's inception. Sky's the limit, Hamilton says. Class clown with A-game mentality. Vikings fam. Rodgers got you believing in late bloomers again? Who's next breakout star? Shout it in the comments, your energy amps this Rodgers rocket. Teasing ahead. OC Wes Phillips banging the table for an unlikely line shift that could lock our trenches for years. Offensive line evolution incoming. Stay tuned. From the trenches rises Blake Brandel, the Swiss Army knife who's got offensive coordinator Wes Phillips pounding the table like it's Game 7. Drafted as a tackle in 2021, Brandel started all 17 at left guard last year, but with Will Fries and Donovan Jackson crowding the room, he slid to depth. Then, London Magic. Starters Ryan Kelly and Michael Juergens sidelined. Brandel, snapping since grade school, steps in at center against the Browns. No reps there in pros, yet he anchored, communicating crisp, holding off Myles Garrett's crew as Wentz dropped 236 yards and a score. The way Blake handled it, this might be his best spot of all 5 across the line, Phillips gushed Tuesday. Juergens' hamstring tweak opened the door. Brandel seized it. Phillips credits O-line coaches Chris Cooper and Keith Carter for the prep. Interior backups train as swing guards with center flex. Brandel's been grinding that offseason. Communication was key, pre-snap calls syncing the unit, turning potential chaos into cohesion. Vikings news sees ripple effects. If Brandel's natural at sea, it frees guards, bolsters depth against injuries plaguing us. Kelly's solid, but Brandel's versatility? Gold. Stepped up big. Press was spot on all week, Phillips added. With Juergens ramping back, we'll assess through Eagles prep, but this could reshape our line for the gauntlet. Line warriors, you buying Brandel as long-term pivot? Or stick with the vets? Drop your line calls below. Let's build that purple fortress together. Wrapping this epic. That Eagles teaser, wins no destiny, lost no apocalypse, but it's our mirror. We've got the pieces. Now execute. As the dust settles on this Vikings news whirlwind, let's circle back to Sunday's Colossus. Eagles invasion at the bank, where our revamped RODGERS patrolling skies, Hargrave/Allen disrupting innards, meets a Philly squad sputtering offensively but champ tough. Flores zone traps Hurts. Wentz or McCarthy slings to Jefferson for fireworks. It's not just a game. It's identity. Proving we're NFC beasts amid the gauntlet. Win and we're soaring. Lose, we adapt fiercer. No major injuries, please, our depth's tested enough. You've ridden this roller coaster with me, Skol Nation, QB intrigue, D-line dilemmas, Rodgers blaze, Brandel's bolt, schedule storm. What's got your blood pumping most? That Eagles bold call? JJ's return? Comment frenzy below. Your takes are the heartbeat. If this fired you up, smash like, subscribe for daily Vikings news drops, share with your tailgate crew. Let's grow this purple army. Horns up, faith strong, Skol Vikings. We'll conquer. One last breath before kickoff chaos. Remember, this Eagles test reveals our spine. Wentz's grit, McCarthy's spark. Either way, our Rundy kinks get Flores fix, Rodgers flies under radar no more, and Brandel's flex keeps us rolling. Vikings news will be live posting updates. Join the frenzy. What's your game day ritual? Tell me in the comments. We're in this together. Skol forever. Charge.